We're going to preview next week's games. We're finally going to get into it now. And, right, we're just going to break down who is going to win, what's going to go on. We'll get your final predictions. And, Reece, if you want to continue joining us, we're going to get some forfeits for whoever is furthest off on these predictions. And the viewers at home can decide these forfeits. As long as they're family friendly so we can film them and actually post them to social media so you can see them. But that, I think that's a nice way of doing it. So obviously on the Saturday we've got the early kick-off next week, which is Brentford versus Manchester United. Reece, kick us off.
I say another 3 points to Manchester United. If I get all of these wrong, I'll say my forfeit is to go in the sea when it's very cold.
Forfeit to go in the sea.
I'll film myself going swimming.
And you'll have to do a football quiz in the sea.
Yeah, I'll do a football. Yeah, that's fine.
But we'll keep it related.
Yeah,
all for the content.
all for the content.
Okay, so you're going. So what's the score you're going for?
It's quite difficult because I'd either go with a Manchester United win or I'd say a draw. I'd say a 1-1 draw. I'd say Brian and Bournemouth to score against Brentford to break their hearts.
Yeah.
And I'd say another goal for Dongo Atara.
Okay, yeah.
I think it'll be quite end-to-end, it'll be quite entertaining, but I think they just don't have the finishing boots to finish their dinner on the exact day. So I think I can't see neither team getting all three of the points. So I just think it's a 1-1.
Alex?
Is it Man United Brentford, yeah?
Yeah, Man United Brentford, United away at Brentford.
I know Man United have lost at Brentford a fair few times. I remember they lost at it was at half-time 4-0, or I'm not sure if I'm imagining things, but there was like a big scoreline Brentford won by. I feel like, Keith Andrews, I don't rate him as a manager. He's got no experience in the Premier League. I just can't see him doing well at Brentford. So I'm going to back United to get a win again. I'm going to say United 2, Brentford 1.
Yeah, for me, that's my score prediction. I think it's tough to replace Thomas Frank, and also I don't think they've replaced the players quite well enough.
No.
United have been dreadful so far, so it is tough. I think it could quite possibly be a draw. So I'd be with Reece, but I think my score prediction will be a 2-1. But for the sake of the content, I'm going to go 3-1, so we're all different.
3-1 United?
Yeah, because one of us has to get in the sea, so we've all got to make it different. Right, I'll start off this one. So Chelsea versus Brighton. Chelsea are at home. I'm going to go for 2-0 Chelsea.
Brighton had a good result against Spurs. They went 2-0 up, but they did bottle it to make 2-2. They weren't very impressive against us. Chelsea, I think, have been quite good this season. So I'm going to say, what did you say to 2-2?
I said 2-0 to Chelsea.
Okay, I'll change it up. I'll go Chelsea 3, Brighton 1.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit.
I don't want to be a sheep, but I think it's Chelsea. What was the full-time score 3-2?
Yeah, I said 3-1. You said.
I said 2-0.
No, the Spurs.
Oh yeah, it was.
2-2. But I mean, that's the Spursy thing to do, isn't it?
Damn.
To go down against Brighton first, but yeah, Brighton did bottle that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see Chelsea take all the 3 points at home to Chelsea, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, Chelsea.
Chelsea at home.
I'm saying 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Right, and then we'll go Palace Liverpool.
3 points to Liverpool. They're just going to beat them. They're just going to, until they get injuries or their players get taken away for AFCON, I think it's going to be a comfortable 3-1, 3-0 win. I can see scorers being Akatike yet again, Salah, and maybe Isak will chalk his name off.
Do you say Palace are at home?
Yeah, Palace at home.
I think it's a hard game. What, are Palace like 16 games unbeaten, 17 games unbeaten? But then
they're doing, like Glasgow's done quite a job.
It's both teams that are on good form. Palace is not an easy place to go at all. I'm going to say, I think it's the first time they drop points. I'm going to say Palace 1. Yeah, I'll say 1-1. We'll go 1-1. I think it's the first time that they'll properly drop points.
I'm going to go a bit different. I'm going 3-2 to Liverpool. Last minute winner.
Again. Yes, again.
That's just Liverpool right now, really, isn't it? It's their signature move. Right, we'll go Leeds versus Bournemouth. Leeds at home, obviously. Alex? Will Leeds be popped by the cherries?
Of course they will. And Adam Road, I've not been to Adam Road before, and I've managed to get to for next week.
You going?
Yeah, so that's exciting. But I remember a few years ago when we went there, we were 3-1 up, we lost 4-3.
Yeah.
So not that again, but I think they're a good side, Leeds. They beat Wolves 3-1, but I think the form we're on, I think we're going to beat Newcastle today 3-1, and I think against Leeds we'll beat 2-0, but we'll score a really, really early goal and then a really, really late goal. So like it's like a very end-to-end game through the entire game. They got a few chances to lead, but I think then we'll kill it off. And Bournemouth 2, Leeds 0.
Okay, I'm going to go 2-1. Reece? That's 2-1 to Bournemouth for me.
I say 3-1 to Bournemouth.
3-1 to Bournemouth.
I think Calvert-Lewin will give us a bit of a scare, and then we'll wake up like we did when it was 1-1 against Brighton, and our scorers will be Semenyo, Brooks, and Evan Wilson.
And you paid Bournemouth for a clean sheet?
Yeah, I mean, we've already won. We got a clean sheet against Wolves, clean sheet against Tottenham. I think our back line, we've lost a few players, but I think our back line's still quite good. So yeah.
And then next up, we have City at home versus Burnley. But Burnley have done well defensively, to be fair to them.
No, I've been seeing Jaden Anthony in the score sheet, and it's making me upset and regret that we sold Jaden Anthony. I mean, he was a fan favourite player and from our academy, and he was one of our own. To see him he's got 4 goals. Yeah. He's got the most goals.
He's balling
yeah,
out.
he's balling out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realise he had 4.
I think he scored against who they played yesterday, but it went down as an own goal, I think. But
No, it went as an actual.
did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's becoming one of their star players, but Scott Parker, no. Like, I say it's either 5-0 City or 3-0 City. It's going to be a long day for the Burnley fans.
Okay. And if you could pick one scoreline, 5 or 3?
I say, I'm going to be nice, 3-0.
Yeah.
3-0. Oh, it's going to be a hard day. Man City are a good team. They got Haaland's going to be tearing their defence a new one. But I think Burnley, if you have to credit them with anything this season, it's their back line. They held out the champions for a long way into a penalty that was stupid. Put his hand up in the box.
Yeah.
Their keeper's on absolute fire this season. He made so many saves against Ange's team. So I feel like it's not going to be as easy game as some Man City fans are expecting. But I think Man City get the job done. 2-0, Haaland penalty, and a goal from Haaland again. Haaland brace, of course.
My prediction was 2-0. And then we've got Big Ange, Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland.
Do you want to start that one? Or?
I'll start with that one, yeah. I think that'll be a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a draw now, because I think Ange is still working his way in. It's very tough for the players, because Forest were a very defensively solid team, but I think we've seen that Ange has already taken that apart. So I think it'll be 2-2.
Who's at home? Sunderland.
Forest at home.
Oh, Forest at home. I think they're a good team, Sunderland, but I feel like their ground is not an easy place to go. Yes, Ange's got a lot of things to do, but I feel like he'll get his first win as Forest manager. So I'm going to say Forest 2, Sunderland 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say the same as Alex. I reckon it'll be a 2-0 win. Like, it won't be easy, but I reckon they could potentially get a clean sheet. But I reckon Ange will get the 3 points. I think, like I said, I think he's a very, very class manager.
I agree, I think so.
But I hope Sunderland stay up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll be the ones that come up to stay up. And Alex and I were discussing this last week. We can't have a hat trick of teams that come up to go down. 3 years on the trot. Something then would have to change PSR rules or somewhere along the lines anyway. And then we go, Ange's old team. So we've got Spurs at home to Wolves.
Who's that?
Yeah. I think Wolves are getting relegated. They're awful team this season. I think I don't mean any offence by that, but
no disrespect.
No disrespect at
Sorry,
all.
Wolves
I
fans.
think I'd like Wolves to stay up, but I feel like just the way they've been this season. Strand Larsen's a great player, but I just think their squad it isn't as good as other Premier League teams. So you have like the Championship teams here, then you got Wolves, then you got the rest of the Premier League teams. Oh yeah, I'd probably agree with that, But I think Spurs. I think Thomas Frank's a great manager. Yeah, we battered them, but let's get this Bournemouth. It isn't Wolves, so I think Tottenham 3, Wolves 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-0, then I'm going to score it. Tottenham, one of Tottenham's first clean sheets. Richarlison is on fire. I reckon he'll get in the score sheet with Brendan Johnson and Xavi Simons.
Yes.
Get his first goal?
Yeah, I'm going 3-0 as well. I think Spurs are very defensively solid. I like how they line up, but also like Thomas Frank, I think they'll wipe the floor of Wolves. I do think it'll be an easy one. Let's move on to Sunday's games. So we have first. This has been recorded obviously before Villa played today. So Villa are playing Fulham at home. this could actually be the first game that Villa get scoring, or they could lose
Or they could
again.
score today,
Yeah,
who
or they
knows?
could score today. But Reece, what do you think? So Villa at home to Fulham.
I said it's 3 points to Villa. I'm gonna back them again. I say 3-2.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those games where I reckon it'll be like a. Can't even say JJ because JJ don't even play for the team no more. It's I'd say a Watkins last minute winner.
Yeah.
It'll be a tight game, but there's always individual players that create moments and make moments, and I think that's what's going to happen with Villa versus Fulham, because Fulham, like I said, Fulham, I don't say it, but Fulham are a good team, but I reckon Unai Emery's chessboard will outclass them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can agree with that. I think. I had something that I was going to say, and it's just completely left my mind. So Alex, let's go to you.
Okay. Aston Villa at home to
I'm tired.
Fulham. Yeah, me too. I think both good sides. Aston Villa, could they score today? Probably they will. I think so anyway. So I think Aston Villa 1-1. Yeah, we'll go 1-1.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I know what I was going to say now.
What you say?
So what I was going to say is when Aston Villa get off the mark, I think they're going to score a few.
You
So
reckon?
I think Villa versus Fulham, I'd probably go for a 3-1 or 3-2.
Okay.
But in terms of predictions, I'm going to go 3-2.
Okay.
That'll be for me. And then also on Sunday, we have Newcastle versus Arsenal.
Quite a big game actually.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's going to be quite. Is it at St James's Park?
Yes.
It's a hard place to go unless you're Bournemouth and you beat them 4-1 at Newcastle. Anyway,
Yes.
but we'll go Newcastle Arsenal. It's going to be a fiery game. I know it's a hard place to go. I think Arsenal are a great side though, 100%. They've got Eze. They've got such a good team now. I think Arsenal win that one 2-1. Eze's going to score and Victor Gyökeres with a little mass celebration, and then Jacob Murphy scoring.
Yeah.
I reckon
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
I reckon it's one of the case of like instant cooked noodles or uncooked salmon. Like I think it's a 50-50%, like 50-50 bread. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. Like they're a really good team, but I think it'll be a draw. It's gonna be a draw because I can't see either side lose, and if we somehow manage to beat Newcastle today, I reckon it will be a draw today. But they'll need a bounce back.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. For me, I've got a draw. I'm going 2-2 for that game.
Yeah, I'll same.
And then we'll go to Monday Night Football, and this is the last game of the game week, which is okay. I thought I heard you say something. Right, we'll start again. So Monday Night Football, the last game of the game week. Obviously, we have Everton at home to West Ham. Obviously, West Ham have been dreadful, yes, for family-friendly videos, and Everton have been really on form. So Reece, score prediction, please.
I reckon they're gonna get picked apart. I reckon I could see Everton 3, West Ham 1. I mean, it's not common knowledge that Everton just came into Super Saiyan. You know, like they just woke up. Like it's their true potential from like Lego Ninjago. That's how they're doing it. Like the Green Ninja.
Yeah,
Like
I like that analogy.
they're rejuvenated. They're the club. Like I said about earlier about Nottingham Forest. Everton should be in that top 7, top 8 conversation.
Yeah, I
New
agree.
stadium, making ambitious signings. Kieran Drewsby Hall, Jack Grealish. I think it's a no-brainer. Like they're just gonna get playing around. Like you know when a dog's taking a doodah and they're giving that look in the face and they're staring at the owner. Like, that's what West Ham are gonna look at.
Yeah.
Everton, you know.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, Alex.
West Ham haven't been good this season. They got Jared Bowen's a good player. Yeah, 100%, yeah. But I feel like Graham Potter, I'm surprised he hasn't been sacked yet after the Palace result, because they haven't got a plan. I feel like he's not got a Scooby what's going on. I feel like he was good. He at Brighton he was good. At Chelsea he wasn't very good, and now I think he has to leave West Ham. the owners aren't very good as well, but that's a different story. But I feel like Graham Potter's West Ham team are not a good team. West Ham have potential in their squad. They've got a good few players, but I feel like Everton, Jack Grealish, Keane Trippier, as you said, I think they're way too good for West Ham. So especially is it at Everton. Yeah, I reckon the atmosphere is going to be loud. So I reckon Everton will beat West Ham 3-1.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah,
I've gone for 3-1 as well. Okay, so we have our score predictions in. I think that's a pretty safe forfeit there. Obviously, it might have to be different for you because you're quite far away from the sea now.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately so.
For Reece and I'm
just saying,
we're in the sea doing a football quiz if we lose.
If we lose all of it, if we get some of them right, we don't have to go
every single one wrong.
Oh no, it's whoever loses out of us three.
Oh,
someone's got to do it. Yeah,
I'll come home for it. You'll come home for it.
You'll come home for it. Okay, so all three of us, whoever loses gets in the sea and does a football quiz. For the content.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Gentlemen's agreement.
Also, before we shake.
Yeah.
No wetsuits, trunks only.
Yeah, trunks only.
Yeah. Nice, Alex.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's terrifying.
Okay.
All right.
All right, that's done. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be here
Thank you
next
very much.
time with the final results of who's got the forfeit.
Yeah, man.